Hi everyone, I'm Kendra from Kendra's Vintage Petit Lenormand, and today I want to talk about card 37 in the deck. A lot of you have been asking me about what these cards mean and what the keywords are for these cards. But like the deck, it's an opportunity for you to kind of assemble what the deck means to you. The deck itself is built up of cards from 1 to 36 or 37, and there are a lot of options so that you can kind of make the deck your own a little bit, and it kind of feels like you get to put it together somewhat. So for card 37, I know that some of you follow a specific tradition, and in that case, if you have very strict keywords, I suggest that you just simply don't use card 37. However, if you're of the inclination that you do use personally scribed meanings, then I would suggest that you do just that. I would not select keywords though that are intuitive in nature. I would use cards that are analytical in nature because that's how Lenormand functions. So, for instance, I'm going to use the magic card straight away. A lot of us that do card readings have ideas about what magic is and its place in our life. And so I can't personally tell you what that is. You know what that is if it's relevant to you and why you would use magic or want to know about magic in a reading. I do suggest that you select 1 to 3 keywords to describe this card. What is magic to you? You know, be really logical about it. The Wishbone card is a really fun card. And so sometimes people are wrapped up in wishes, and wishes of what they want, or wishes they didn't get, or things of that nature. Also, sometimes people are pulled in 2 directions, and you just don't know where you're going to end up. Are you going to be on the long end, or the short end of the stick? So this is a great card for those kinds of inquiries. Also, make sure you're using logical decisions about what your keywords are for these cards. Social Hour, to me, is a card about groups and relationships that aren't necessarily one-on-one. You know, really think about it. What does the image say to you? And not intuitively, but logically. What does the image say to you? My favorite of them is the mirror. Why is it my favorite? Because I do a lot of reflection, and a lot of us do. We do a lot of self-reflection, or we're surprised when we discover something about ourselves. If it pops up immediately, I know that this is about self-reflection. So my main keyword for this card is reflection. So I hope that this helps you, and that you can sit down and write 1 to 3 keywords for each of these cards, or whatever one of them you'd like to use, and stick with those keywords just like you would in your regular Lenormand readings. If you are a traditional reader and you follow a specific tradition, you can still use card 37. It's okay to sit down and decide what it means and incorporate it into your reading. If one of the images speak to you and you say, you know, I really get how this would work in a Lenormand reading, use that card and write them down. Write down the meanings. That way they're concrete, they're in paper, and then you don't have to worry about it being wishy-washy, because we don't want wishy-washy to go into Lenormand reading, now do we? We kind of defeat the purpose of doing a Lenormand reading, which is so pointed.